Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Digital Ledger, our new channel here, just extension of investment perspectives. Please hit the like and subscribe when you come in. Today, we're going to make a quick video and we are going to talk about a couple things. One, the current market situation being down. Two, the current health event situation happening and spreading very quickly across the globe and what you need to know about that. So let's start with this. Markets closed yesterday at 1,400 points plus down. Futures market overnight hit the 5% mark, has had a trading halt already. Market doesn't open for 20 minutes. You want to take a guess at what today's going to look like? Exactly. All right, let's move over here to Twitter and touch on a few other things that are happening in the news. I just did another video this morning, really getting serious situation. Protect yourself, crypto tax time, Clinton Donnelly, some great tax options in the description boxes. Definitely check them out, guys. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk about too is really great point about the down market. You want to be the eternal optimist? Gabor Gurbax is. And let's take a look at what he says here. It's a great point. This market correction will be hard for many people, businesses, and governments. However, the correction may be the single most important life event for an entire generation of young investors who may be able to deploy cash at a more reasonable prices and start building a nest egg. Good on you, Gabor Gurbax. That was a great comment and a great way to see the market. I feel the same way, too, about the traditional markets, as well as I do about crypto. And currently, right now, Michael reminds us that the price of crypto is 15 cents. All right, let's keep it going. Shout out to Curtis, formerly of Love for Crypto. I really have to say, one of the highlights of my channel is the fact that I've gotten to collaborate with Curtis and Lee from SPQR Media and Mickey B. Fresh. And it really has been a real pleasure to have spent time with him, whether it was just online live when we were actually recording, or all that time we spent talking back and forth in the private groups, developing the material, researching it, figuring out how we wanted to deliver it to everybody. It really is one of the highlights of the channel to have those kind of collaborations with the people in this space. So shout out to Curtis on that. He's pointing out here, set to suspend Championship League and Europa League. It is getting serious. It is getting very serious. NBA talking about suspending their season or games, right? I know I had my stepdaughter last night and her boyfriend have just been informed that there's going to be a 2-week hiatus. They will be working online and not returning back to the university after spring break as well. This is happening all over the place because of the current health events. So, this is exciting times here for Curious Wang. Him and his team have been early first movers acting on the vision of XRP for their company, and I am very proud to have been a part of the BitTrue team. And I salute them because they have made and adopted XRP as the base pair currency for their business model and their exchange. And they have been doing amazing things ever since. I want to remind everybody that they just recently started working with Kava Labs as well, where you can take loans against your crypto, and now you will be able to exercise that option directly off of their exchange. Wonderful, wonderful what they're doing. Shout out to Curious. Okay, this is a nice reminder about negative zero interest rates coming in. Ben Rickert, thank you for this one. Berkshire Hathaway issues $1 billion in senior notes at 0%. You heard that right, 0%. Here's some nice ones coming in from Cryptopolis. If this doesn't clear out the weak hands in crypto, I'm not sure what will. Prices do not change the fundamentals. Know what you own. What a great line. Loving that. Guys, don't forget, tomorrow on Investment Perspectives, co-host Cryptopolis and I will be discussing the week in review and all of the things that are currently taking place in the markets. Okay. Act urgently. Bloomberg put this out. We got this from Cryptopolis this morning. Christine Lagarde warns Europe risks a major economic shock similar to the financial crisis unless leaders act urgently on the current health events. So really keep your eye on this stuff, ladies and gentlemen, because this is all going to a conversation we're about to have somewhere else here. So this was a reminder that the markets were 5%, hit the 5%, go limit down. That's exactly what they've done already, and that is in the futures market. We should be opening in the stock market in about 15 minutes, depending on what happens there. So keep your head on a swivel for that. Okay. It is Crypto Black Thursday from Cryptopolis here again. And yeah, this was a reminder from Temenos from XRP Sparky 91011. Temenos Marketplace welcomes TAS Group to offer state-of-the-art card and mobile payments platform. Okay, now a little light at the end of the tunnel. We still see every one of the payment companies walking towards the new system. Keep that in mind. All right. Okay, so this here, CME Group, I wanted to touch base on this. This is important. CME Group suspends trading in response to the current health events. CME Group, if you remember, is also what I reported on the second or third video I ever made on this channel about how they are going to upgrade to DLT, Distributed Ledger Technology, for their entire platform. I asked this question seeing that post. How about that? Anybody else wondering if they switch over to DLT like they said they would over a year ago while they're down? I have to wonder. Marjan Delatine, Global Head of Banking at Ripple, speaking at the Edinburgh Napier University this afternoon. And I don't mind telling you that she is a very, very smart lady, came from Swift, now at Ripple. And I do not mind telling you that this is a very, very smart lady, and she is obviously moving forward with the agenda, right? Keep that in mind. Financial regulators in France from XRP Crypto Wolf, Europe should adopt a digital lab sandbox. You don't say. Well, I believe we've talked about regulatory sandboxes here before. Well, France's Financial Market Authority proposed that all Europe adopt a regulatory sandbox to support the security token industry. Things continue to move forward. Okay, now let's touch base on the United States where we are with the current health event. New York State deploys the National Guard to manage the current health event in New York City suburb. New York State is immobilizing National Guard to help contain the current health event in New Rochelle, New York. I want you to listen now, and listen real good. It will help enforce new restrictions on public gatherings and distribute food starting Thursday, today. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said today that he's deploying the National Guard. You mean like martial law? To the city of New Rochelle, a suburban community just north of New York City. 1 out of 5 of the current event cases confirmed in the U.S. is New Rochelle. State officials say 108 cases have been confirmed there so far. They're moving more aggressively to slow the spread down, creating what they are calling a containment area. North Country Public Radio's Brian Mann was in New Rochelle today, and this is what went on. All right, what do authorities mean when they are talking about creating a containment area? Yeah, so this is going beyond closing off access to senior homes, nursing facilities, which New York did last weekend. No visitors in or out of there. Cuomo says a lot more activity inside the 1 mile radius containment area will be restricted. A lot of closures and no large gatherings permitted. Cuomo said it's a dramatic action, but it is the largest cluster in the country, and this is literally a matter of life and death. Mann said the governor didn't say exactly how many troops he's sending, and I should say also that so far no one in New York State has died, but there are about 75,000 people in New Rochelle. Unclear how many will be inside this 1 mile containment area. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because the current trend, we know that air travel had been restricted from China. We know that last night the president spoke and has now restricted air travel from Europe for the next 30 days. If this trend continues, I have to ask you, with the collapsing markets, which I believe have less to do with the current health events and have a lot more to do with pricing in the recession that is here. I remind you that the Federal Reserve is injecting $170 billion a night into the repo market now, but yet the banks met yesterday and said that we don't have a problem. Okay, so for me, I'm not saying this isn't a very real thing because I think it is a very real thing. However, I also think it's very real timely, very, very timely that it's happening now while the markets are collapsing. And the markets are collapsing or correction, if you would like to soften it, because I believe they're pricing in the recession into the market at this time, and we're not done yet. Oil is also playing a major factor into this game because oil is getting crushed right now. This is a conversation that I want to extend in tomorrow's show with Cryptopolis about oil and the petrodollar. With that, I'm going to leave these thoughts for you guys. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave the comments below. Some of these things aren't the most fun to talk about, but you know what? We're investors. We're speculators. We have to speculate on the fundamentals that are in front of us, and this is one hell of a fundamental sitting in front of me right now. I can't help but wonder, are we quickly approaching a path to martial law if this trend of the current health events continue? And if so, for how long? Hit the like and subscribe, guys, and don't forget to tune in to Investment Perspectives at 12 p.m. Eastern Time for the live afternoon show Monday through Thursday, and again tomorrow on Investment Perspectives with co-host Cryptopolis, the Week in Review. That's it for me. I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day.